It is my ninth lecture. Today we are going to discuss about respiration as we have discussed in previous class. Animals have evolved different methods to obtain this oxygen and to get rid of carbon dioxide. All these structures, respiratory structures, increase surface area to be more oxygen to be absorbed and more carbon dioxide to be released out. In an aquarium, you will see a fish opens its mouth and alternately it closes it. माउथ खुलता है, अपर कुलम बंद रहता है, माउथ में पानी इन कर जाता है, वाटर इन कर जाता है जो ऑक्सीजन रिच होता है, और गिल्स को भिगोते हुए वाया अपर कुलम वो बाहर निकल जाता है. ये ब्रीदिंग इट इज इन द केस ऑफ फिशेस. When you will compare the breathing rate of terrestrial animals like human being, our breathing rate is slower than that of fishes because in water the percentage of oxygen is lower than that of atmosphere. So the rate of breathing in fishes is more greater than that of terrestrial animals. Terrestrial organisms use the oxygen in the atmosphere for respiration. This oxygen is absorbed by different organs in different animals. As we have discussed previously, that earthworm takes oxygen through its body surface. We have also seen that in case of frog, there is cutaneous respiration, that means respiration through skin can take place. But in case of terrestrial organisms, respiration is generally through lungs in case of vertebrates. And all these structures increase the surface area only to be more oxygen to be absorbed. This surface is very fine and delicate, बहुत बारीक होता है और बहुत कोमल होता है, and so that this organ should be placed inside a protective cage. That's why it is placed inside body, and there should be a passage through which air can reach respiratory surface. Here we will see it is trachea, and it is provided with incomplete rings, capital letter C. Incomplete rings, not complete, incomplete rings. It is made up of a special type of cartilage. Made up of cartilage. This pore is known as glottis, and it is covered by a lid. Lid means dhakkan, that is termed as epiglottis. जब हम फूड को निगलते हैं ये एपिग्लॉटिस बंद हो जाता है और इस वजह से फूड पार्टिकल इसमें नहीं जाता है. A common passage for both food as well as respiratory gas is known as pharynx. It is a common passage for both food as well as respiratory air. After that, this trachea divides into two equal arms. It is known as bronchus. ब्रोंकस सिंगुलर हुआ, अगर दोनों को दिखाएं, इधर वाले को और इधर वाले को, when we will show both of them, it will be termed as bronchi. This bronchus further divide into fine tubular structure. These fine tubular structures are termed as bronchioles, and this bronchiole further divides into very thin and fine tubular structure. This is known as alveolar duct, and this alveolar duct open a sac-like structure, balloon-like structure, that is known as alveoli. Alveoli plural हो गया, alveolus ये singular हुआ. What will happen? The air comes inside through glottis. During inhalation or exhalation, this trachea can't be collapsed because it is provided with tracheal rings. ये tracheal rings trachea को collapse करने से बचाता है. It prevents collapsing of trachea. The alveoli are richly supplied with blood vessels. These blood vessels carry the oxygen from air and release the carbon dioxide from the body, blood. And in this way, continuously, after taking birth from the mother's body, a child starts to breathe through his respiratory organ till death. One thing I have to say, the passage of air. Air enters inside our lungs through these two holes. These two holes are termed as nostrils, which are provided with fine hair-like structures. These fine hair-like structures perform a very significant function. These fine hair-like structures filters the air. Dust particle यहीं रह जाता है. Because the nasal passage is also lined with mucus. Mucus पिछले क्लास में बता चुके हैं, slippery secretions. और वही जो हम निकालते हैं तो नेटा निकलता है, सुबह में मॉर्निंग में नाक से निकलता है, वही यहाँ दिन भर का डस्ट फंसा हुआ रहता है. And pure air reaches at the site of alveoli, where exchange of gases takes place. Where gas exchange takes place? At the surface of alveoli. What are alveoli? Alveoli are a small balloon-like structures which expands when air enters into the lungs and contract when air comes out from the lungs. And the intake of air into the lungs and release of air from the lungs, these two processes are termed as, one is inhalation, second is exhalation, inspiration, expiration. When the blood of alveoli combined with oxygen, in blood the transport of oxygen takes place with the help of a respiratory pigment. This respiratory pigment is termed as hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin is present in RBC, red blood corpuscles. And due to the presence of hemoglobin, our blood is red in color. This is respiratory pigment because it carries oxygen from the surface of alveoli to the cells or tissue which are in requirement of oxygen. While carbon dioxide is more soluble in water, the cells which consumed oxygen and produced carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide from cell or tissue comes to the surface of lungs in dissolved form through plasma. Plasma is the fluid portion of the blood, for which we will discuss in circulatory system when we will discuss about the heart of mammal. The wall of alveoli contains an extensive network of blood vessels. The lungs always, a very important thing, the lungs always contain a residual volume of air. The lungs always contain a residual volume of air. मान लो मैंने सांस लिया, मैंने सांस छोड़ा, मैंने सांस छोड़ा तो क्या मेरा लंग्स विदाउट एयर हो गया, खाली हो गया? नहीं 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 नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. Always some amount of air is always present in our lungs, either during inhalation or exhalation. This amount of air is termed as residual air, residual volume of air. It is due to, for a function, for sufficient time for oxygen to be absorbed and sufficient time to be carbon dioxide to be removed. Oxygen for sufficient. One thing I have to mention here, that the body cavity of all the mammals are divided into two by a muscular diaphragm made up of muscle. The upper cavity is termed as thoracic cavity and the lower is abdominal cavity. Why it is mentioned this here? That, as you know, the thoracic cavity contains heart, lungs and esophagus, and the abdominal cavity contains a stomach, a small intestine and large intestine. All mammals have this diaphragm which divides the body cavity into two. When we intake the air, what happens? The diaphragm becomes flattened, flat diaphragm, and due to its flatness, the thoracic cavity volume increases, so the lungs expand, the pressure decreases here, the air rushes inside. At this moment, we lift our ribs also. Ribs, सीने की हड्डी को ribs कहते हैं. It is inhalation and its reverse action is, as you know, that is exhalation. What happens? The diaphragm becomes dome shaped. Diaphragm becomes dome shaped. डोम कहते हैं मंदिर मस्जिद के गुंबद जो होता है ना, वो गुंबद को डोम कहते हैं. When diaphragm becomes dome shaped, the volume of thoracic cavity decreases, the pressure increases inside lungs also, and due to this, the air rushes out, and in this way, it is purely a physical process, that is breathing process. I am giving some questions for homework. First question is, what is the role of O? Write here. I will write here. First question homework है. What is the role of tracheal rings? What role is played by respiratory pigment? Third question, why the rate of breathing is faster in aquatic animals than that of terrestrial animals? Okay.